rise to participate in this debate with respect to the question that was asked by the Honourable Mark Latham with regards to productivity. It's a very, very interesting and pertinent question given the times we live in, and the Treasurer did raise AI and the Honourable Member raised AI and implied that the ACTU position was an outright veto. If you read the ACTU's, well, you said it was a veto power, but it is not. What they're arguing for, which I would concur with, is not a direct veto power. It is buy-in from workers by consulting them up front. Now, there's a couple of fellows who have won a Nobel laureate back in 2024 where they specifically say, if you're going to introduce AI and get the maximum productivity uplift and retain job security, and that's what the ACTU are stressing, and they're on board with this, by the way, their whole thing is that what we should be doing with AI is introducing it, embracing it for the productivity uplift it's going to give, but not at the cost of jobs. So you don't get this job destruction for a generation and then job catch-up. So their whole thing, Mr. Deputy President, is that if you consult workers up front and give them buy-in to the introduction of new technology, and in this case specifically AI, you will get the best of both worlds, because workers are best positioned to determine how to do their jobs in the best way with the assistance of AI. That is, how can I make my job more interesting, get rid of the more tedious bits, so that I retain my job, but we get the productivity uplift. And that's what I think is the great opportunity for AI, and as a parliament we should be looking at this and embracing it and getting ahead of the curve to make sure we get the best of both worlds, that is job security and productivity uplift. I don't think it's something to be frightened of, but I do think it's something that this parliament needs to take very, very seriously, because I think if we don't, it's going to come up and clobber us on the head, and we'll be left languishing, and there will be job destruction. So again, if you read the ACTU's position, and this is cutting edge if it's implemented, it'll be ahead of Europe. I mean, the member laughs, but conceptually, no, they are not Luddites. What they're saying is, again, I reiterate, I encourage you to read it. They're actually saying we want to embrace it. We think it's a good thing and it's got potential for job creation and economic growth, but not at the expense of job security. So consult the workers, get them on board, give them buy into the process, then we'll get the best of both worlds. And I think as a parliament and a government, that's what we should be pursuing.